Okay, now my mic should be working. Okay, I finally got the attack in with Yoda. Uh, we'll attack in with Chiru. We'll play Gunji. We'll play Yaddle. They have the initiative, so that's game. Not much we could do about that. We bummer. Okay, so let's 2 losses, folks, and 0 just full swing to play Avar and you win. Oh, yep, good point. Completely missed that. Completely missed that. Okay. So that's a loss that should have been a win if I'd played better. Darthresh, thank you for the comment on that. That is good to keep in mind. I often forget about her deploy. We're going against Denny the Sicilian on Akbar. Great. Okay, so here's what we've got. Uh, let's. Man, I think. Yeah, let's mulligan. Not much better. Okay, so let's resource one Yoda's lightsaber and a Luke. They've got a Gunji. We'll go with an Owen, and we'll meditate and pass. Man, what to resource? I don't think we want to resource the other power of the dark side. Uh, I guess we just do it and let the chips fall as they may. 3. There's that X-wing. So let's put Yoda's lightsaber on Luke on Owen, and we'll swing for 3. We got the force, so we can just pass. Man, I almost already got one Yoda's lightsaber out, so a second one doesn't do us a ton of good. Let's resource that. We are currently being overwhelmed by. Oops. Why did that go on Gunji? What is something is undo. Okay, so I don't I don't understand why it keeps putting the construct. Oh, because it's got to go on a Jedi. That's why. Okay, I got it figured out now. Took me a minute. So let's play our Gunji. Attached to a force unit. And a Sanctioner shuttle steals my Owen. Well, we can Shatterpoint the shuttle without using the force. And, I think Let's resource the Chiru. Let's Shatterpoint. Sanctioner, Shuttle. We'll probably play another one in Steel Gunji. Nope. What is Death Space Skirmisher? Control another space unit, you may exhaust a unit. Okay. So I think what we do here is we just claim the initiative. Does construct a lifesaver have... Okay, choose a card to resource. Let's resource one of the two Yaddles we drew. Now let's put construct a lightsaber on our Gunji. After this game, I'm going to have to pause to get the pupper out for his potty break and maybe a quick bite. So we'll stop the stream for a minute and then just come right back to keep grinding towards our 20 games with Avar Blue. Let's do that. Okay. Agreedo. That's fine. Let's get our restore in there. We're going to take a whole buttload of damage when we claim the initiative. Chewbacca on Death Space Skirmisher. Man, that's... yeah. Lordy Lou. I guess we're at 6. We actually, hold on, let's... There's really no way out of this, so let's just resource the constructed lightsaber. Maybe it would have been smart. Let's play our Kelleran. We already got a Gunji, Consular. Let's just do a Consular. Because we can't pay anything else. And it gave me an X-Wing to tap a thing. Maybe I should have attacked. Yeah, oof. Not much you can do about that. Okay, we are going to, you know what, we'll just keep the stream live. We're going to go to our pause screen. I'm going to mute my mic. I'm going to get the dog outside and figure some stuff out. We will be right back. All right, we are back with our 0 viewers. That's okay. We're going to create a game. We got to update this because we got stomped by Akbar. Create game. Should have grabbed something to drink. Can we move this over here? Expand this a little bit. And maybe we better start or we're going to lose it. We'll leave that. Okay, would we like to mulligan? Oof. Yes, we would like to mulligan. Okay, choose cards to resource. So let's resource ETH, Koth, and Blue Leader. Going against a Boba Navarro list. Okay, so this is interesting. Learning as we go here. We'll pass. Okay. We got some things we can do. Let's resource the Owen. 2 indirect damage. Yeah. We'll take it. We'll take it on the chin. How did he? Ugh. Pass. So we're just gonna. Man, I hate to keep doing this, but we're gonna resource an Owen. 2 indirect damage. Confirm. Yeah. There's so much clicking in against these stupid Boba Fett decks. Let's get rid of him. And so play our Yaddle. Play our Yaddle. Pass. Okay. I know that the daughter's kind of. I think we got to resource Keller in. Confirm. Confirm. Let's take it on Yaddle. Let's put a constructed lightsaber on Yaddle. Deals 2 indirect damage. Okay. Just a different take on the same deck. Yaddle. trying to figure out how to kill Gunji. Oh, it's our turn. And we pass. Okay. Things are getting a little interesting here. I think we're actually going to resource the consular because the other stuff we can do on curve. Resource consular. Okay, so that's a little bit of a bummer. We'll get the daughter out. She survived that onslaught. With Boba Fett's mini overwhelming barrage, disabling Fang will get rid of the constructed lightsaber. That's a bummer. Yes. You meditate. I think we gotta put it on the daughter at this point. Okay. 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 Man. I don't know if we're gonna live long enough for Grogu to do his thing, but we can. We'll resource the Grogu. Attack with the daughter to get the Force. Yes. I think we just gotta meditate to get the Force again. Deals 2 indirect damage to you. We're gonna have to put it on the daughter. Yes. Okay. That saves us for that round. They claim the initiative, and we lose again. Maul's going to ambush the daughter for the game. Man, it's just, it's not going well here with the Avar Blue. Whoops, not 34. 4. Okay. Yeah, why not? Let's do Vader. Nope. Why not? Let's do. Somebody's already joined that game too. Okay. Let's get comfy here. Create game. While we wait, what do we talk about? We gotta figure out what changes we can make to this Avar blue list. I don't know what to do, honestly. Had some help with it. I don't think it has what it needs yet, which is tough. Actually, we're going to. Okay, we'll go first. Piet Red. Okay, would you like to mulligan? No. Choose a card or resource. We gotta resource that and that to make this work the way we want it to. We play our consular. We get the Force, and we pass. Okay, we draw Luke and a Gunji. I think the Yaddle is a little bit more useful than Gunji, less resilient, but we're gonna resource the Gunji. So here's what we're gonna do. What do they play? Play a Victor on the ground. Play unit. Yaddle. Then we play a Yoda. Then we meditate. Then we pass. Gunji. We want the Grogus. Oh man, I feel bad for Gunji. Because their Victor 3 can kill any of my units at this point and survive. So he's probably going to kill the Jedi Consular after what just happened. What have we? We've already resourced a Gunji. I think we just resourced the Gunji. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured was going to happen. Although I'm surprised he didn't. Man, do we just kill the wingman at this point? I think we do. And I'll choose myself to draw a card again. Oh, and not necessarily useless because we can go Owen. Yet here comes the storm. Let's just. I think our first action is going to be to. We're just gonna claim the initiative. We're. We want to keep a consular in reserve. So let's just crash him. Oh, well, pay attention, Eli. Okay, so anyway. We got to restore 2 out of it, if nothing else. Devastator. Wow. Kill the Owen. Man, we're kind of spoiled for choice here. We take the Anakin. And we play a unit. And we play a Luke Skywalker. And we give him -3, -6. Oh, I screwed up. I could have killed the Devastator. I messed up. That's why you gotta pay attention. That's why you gotta pay attention. I'll just attack. Because I had Owen die. And I screwed up. Honestly, would have hit base if you're gonna play Grogu. Yeah. Let's. Sorry, Gunji. What's in my discard pile? Heroic. What kind of fresh hell awaits us now? What are they waiting to figure out what to do? Well, we don't lose any of our units. We can kill the Devastator with Yoda. If the Consular survives whatever is about to happen. No input. Player 2. Come on, don't time out on me. This doesn't feel like a win. Okay, there we go. They did something. Nope, they undid it. Bombardment deals 12 indirect. Well, that's going to wipe my board. So Luke's going to take 7. Yep. Well, crap. Okay, so I think what we do now is we just play the Consular and Chiru to get some units on the board. Grogu is going to attack the base. We got to get some damage in. We can't get skunked. We have the force, so we can just pass. Okay, Mystic Reflection doesn't do us a ton of good. Shatterpoint, super helpful in this situation. So let's resource the Mystic. And they'll lead with attacking with the Devastator. We don't have... Oh, jeez. Okay. Planetary Bombardment. That will be that, folks. Use the Force. Defeat the Devastator. He's got to attack Cheers, so we're actually not totally out of it. Can I deploy her? No. Okay. Well, let's just get some damage on base, huh? Probably should have been attacking Piet. And Kai's silencer slipped out while I wasn't paying attention. Pass. We're dead. We are dead. Well, okay. Let's update this. Lost number 5. And yeah, let's try Han Blue. See if we get that game. Okay. Ready. No, we're not gonna keep that. That is. Well, actually, you know what? We'll try it. Let's resource a Chiru. Let's just. I only got one Yoda in the deck, so I don't really want to resource that. So let's just resource both Chirus. It's probably a huge mistake. Play Yaddle. We'll meditate and pass. Gunji. Luke, or excuse me, Yoda Old Master. So we're getting some stuff here. I think what we're gonna do though is we're just gonna stick the constructed lightsaber on Yaddle. Oh, what do we resource? What do we resource? I think let's resource the Gunji. Maybe continually resourcing Gunji is my problem. Any of my viewers want to weigh in on that? That'd be cool. Waiting for them to do a thing. Cassian goes to base. We get to put the constructed lightsaber on Yaddle. What are they going to play out here? Yoda Master. Okay. So, honestly, I think what we do here is we kill the Cassian. Force throw. Reason to keep that in your hand, I suppose. Claim. Actually, I think we're not going to resource the power of the dark side. We're going to resource the Owen and keep that around for handy reasons. Let's see what they do here. What are they going to pop out with? No, Yoda to what? Base. I don't really want Yaddle. sitting on 6 damage, so Kiadamundi will claim. Let's resource Yoda Old Master. And you know what? We're just going to fire off a Power of the Dark Side right away. Make a pick. Probably choose the Yoda so they can draw a card. Now the question... Oh, okay, they went with Kiadamundi. Weird. Must be valuing the restore over... Oh, because they had another one. Oh, they undid it. Power of the Dark Side. Yeah, that makes more sense. The question is now, do we sacrifice the Yaddle to get rid of Kiadamundi? Okay, they made the choice for us. They're just gonna play an Itinerant Warrior the old-fashioned way. That's problematic. This is one that I'm considering for the Avar blue build, just because of the stats. I think she's good. Let's claim initiative. Choose a card to discard. Well, fart nuggets. Han comes out. And I will draw the card. It's an Anakin. Okay, so... Oh, man. What do we resource here? I think we resource Grogu because we can play Anakin and give this -3 and this -3 to get him out of here. And that shuts him off for a turn, so we can't cheat anything out. Yeah, let's just claim initiative. And they shatter pointed my Anakin. Man, I think we got a resource blue leader. What do we want to do here? I think what we want to do is just use the Force to get rid of the Itinerant Warrior. I would go base. Meditate. Pass. Okay. We're at 7. Kind of need that Yoda. You know what? Let's just pass on this one. Because we're still going to be able to do some stuff. Well, luckily we have Shatterpoint. That was lucky ducky. Unfortunately, that leaves Mace is a bit of a problem. And the only thing we have left to do is play out our Gunji. We'll meditate. Oof, oof. Let's just pass again. Pythbane may defeat you with 5 array hit points. So I guess our only option now is to play out the daughter. And that sucks. That sucks. Oh my gosh, why does it keep doing this to me? I know the daughter's kind of the cutesy fartsy reason we have this deck built, but I honestly think we need to resource her. Um, what do I want to play out? Let's do Anakin. Give him -3, and give him -3. See what they do here. What can they cheat out? Probably like Crate Dragon. That's what I feel like is gonna happen. Nope, a Luke. Let's put Yoda's lightsaber on Anakin, and we will use the Force. Okay. We'll heal my base. So we've used the Force once. We have 8 resources. We can now deploy Avar Kriss, which we're going to remember to do. Deploy. Kiedmundi. Let's attack Luke. That's probably not the smartest thing to do, but it gets rid of their biggest threat at the moment. Pass. Okay. Oh boy. I think we're not gonna resource again. Probably try and take out the Avar Kriss. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Because now what we can do is, hmm, let's let's do that. And they fell to dragon him. Well, shark farts. Uh, Yoda. We're gonna pass. Let's lead with Gunji. We need the units for Yoda to be truly effective. Yeah, they'll put the damage on that. Yeah, yada yada yada. Now red 3 will attack. Is it enough to kill him? 2 damage. It's not enough to kill him. Get the Yaddle out there. Let's see. And they play their own Anakin to clear out the Gunji. Let's just meditate for hoots and grins. And things have gone from okay to we are in a tough spot. We are in a tough spot. Uh, we already have one power of the dark side. We already have one power, although it would be useful. Man, uh, doing both. I guess we got a resource home one. Okay, so let's fire off a power of the dark side. They pick mace. Ambushing. Oops, confirm triggers. I clicked the wrong thing. Well, I misclick. It happens. I think consular bait. Switching up with Battlefield Marine might be good. That's not necessarily a bad idea. Sorry, there, Darth Rush, just catching up on your comments. Yeah, I've been considering Battlefield Marine for this. This is game. This is just game. Resource Owen. The other thing is, I think I can actually cut down on force units, and hone in specifically on units that use the force and look at other units as early ramp. You know what? I'm gonna kill myself. And you know what? We'll take the odd divide with us. Okay, that's game. We are going to take a short little break here because I need to get something to drink, and I just need to give myself a little bit of a break. Um, so yeah, we'll be back here in a few minutes. Select volume. Okay, I am back. Could not find the keys to my car, so I had to ride my bike down to the gas station, which is why I'm a little winded. We're gonna make some changes here after going 06, and I think the first one we're going with is we're cutting Jedi Consular because he is just a little too cute. So we'll add in 3 Battlefield Marines. Koth is the other one that we aren't entirely sure about. Let's just do ground and look at 4 to 5 drops. See, I think honestly I want to go with Itinerant Warrior. I think is what the play is instead of Koth. So that's where we're at now. I also wonder if we want to go down to 2 the daughters and up to 3 Anakins and see how we do. The other one we could potentially talk about dropping is Home 1. But I like that it gives everyone restore. So I think we're going to go with that for now and see how that does for the next few games. And then maybe we'll make a switch, reload, loading decks, the Idiot's Array. Okay, Yoda Red, why not? We'll just go for it. Game has already been joined. I gotta take a quick break. I will be right back. All right, we are back. Sorry, I remembered I had to take my medicine there for a second. So, our changes did not get applied, it looks like. So, we're going to leave the lobby. Let's go home and check on the Idiot's Array. How do we... Okay, so here's what we gotta do. I get it now. Copy that. Paste. Import. Okay. Home. Idiot's Array. V2. We'll like that. Okay, home there. We got that favorited. that do its thing. Let's head back to Petranaki. Hit refresh. Idiots Array version 2. Han Red. Let's try it. Okay, it's got our changes in there. We'll go first. We are ready. Not Han Tarkentown, just Han Red. Opponent is disconnected. Okay. So let's just create a game. So if you're just joining, we've made some changes from our initial list. We have upped it to 3 Anakins. We dropped it to 2 daughters. We cut the Eth Koth for Itinerant Warrior. And we cut the Jedi Consular for Battlefield Marine. Just so we have something that puts a little bit more of a threat on the board early on. So here, I think we got a mulligan because we're looking for a turn 1 play. We don't have one here either. So let's resource power and home 1. We will they play it, of course. Meditate. Pass. Okay, now we get our turn 1 play. What do we resource? We're down to 2 the daughters. We got 3 Lukes. I think we resource a Luke at this point in the game. We take 2. Let's get Yoda Old Master out there. And we are playing Gar ECL. This is now handy. Let's resource the Owen. We'll play the Gunji. Let's Mystic Reflection. Grievous to get him out of the way. And we will claim. They put Iden on the TIE Fighter. Well, we don't need 2 Grogus. Excuse me. Okay, let's just get some damage in here. 5, I think what we do is let's play the daughter. Oh, they have power of the dark side me. Okay, we'll choose Gunji, and we'll take the initiative. Okay. This, well, that deals with that problem. They power me back. I'm just gonna claim. Guard comes out with Devotion, and we are now at a point where we have lost this game. Yoda. Let's just play out Yaddle. Okay. That is a bit of a bummer. So we're up to 7 losses. We're going to keep plugging away at it, though. Let's do Qui-Gon Green. That sounds fun. MJS will go first. Okay. Let's see. This seems like a very, very keepable hand. Man, it's actually tough to pick what we resource here. I think we resource a Gunji. Oh, I hate to do this, but I almost think we haven't been getting to the late game, to be honest, so I think we just resource Yoda. This is kind of why I'm interested into... Okay, so it's kind of a mirror match type situation here. interested into playing tech, to be honest. Pass. Choose a card. How did it go? No, I can. Okay, so I think we resource Owen. Mods, that's a little bit trickier. Okay, and then clear out the battlefield marine. So that's problematic. Let's play Yaddle. And then we'll Mystic Reflection to get rid of their Consular. We'll pass. We'll resource Owen. We have a Heroic. Choose a card to discard. Oh, man. I think we discard Grogu. Oh, I will claim the initiative. I discarded a unit, so my unit got exhausted. See, Vinestra. What did Jedi Temple do again? So it's just the standard green one. Let's get rid of a singular Anakin. Um, when played, I mean, I think we just go to base here. Claim the initiative. They play out a Dagoyan Master. They reveal Keller and Beck. That's less than ideal. Let's play out the daughter. Dagoyan Master is also one that intrigues me. 5 for a 5/5. I mean, that's Keller and Beck. Now we get a. How do they play him on 6 resources? What? Oh, they. And an Obi-Wan. Fantastic. Uh. Dang. Yep. This is, well, we still have an Anakin and a Luke in our hands, so we're not like dead in the water, but it's honestly not looking good. We'll just have to keep plugging away at it here. And I have to discard a card. Great. So let's discard Luke. Uh, it's it just feels like a foregone conclusion at this point. We'll play a Luke, give a unit to give minus. Let's just make sure she doesn't do any damage. Eathcoth. Claim initiative and lose the game. All right, here we go. We are up to 8 losses. We are almost halfway there. This is starting to feel a little discouraging, to be honest, but we're gonna keep plugging away at it. Yeah, let's try Thron Data Vault. Let's see what happens there. We'll go first. I am ready as I'm ever gonna be. Um, yeah, I think let's try it. Let's just see what happens here. Let's just go for the aggro plan. So let's resource Owen and an Anakin because we got 3 of them now. Let's just play out a Battlefield Marine. We'll generate the Force and we'll pass. A Chiru and a Gunji. Switch the Gunji. Cobb Vanth. I mean, this is pretty standard Thrawn Data Vault stuff that we're seeing so far, so nothing too exciting. Get out our other Battlefield Marine. Pass. Yaddle, Gunji, Power. Man, I hate to keep doing this, but I think we gotta resource Gunji again because we've just got other options here. Okay. He's gotta resolve this thing. Loth Wolf and Night Sister. I think we play the Chiru. Forgot about the Loth Wolf. Um. What have we already resourced? 2 Gunjis, an Anakin, and an Owen. I hate to do it. I think this is where I'm screwing up here because I'm not. Okay, so he is a Force unit. We kill the Night Sister Warrior. Draws 2 cards. Do I want to use the Force? No. Shatterpoint. Yoda, Old Master. He's got kind of a spicy build here. And he deploys his Thrawn. We'll go to base. And claim. Hmm. Hmm. We'll go Yoda Master. I kind of want to keep the home one. Uh, Play Yaddle. OB. Okay, well. Claim initiative. Well, thing is, we don't have anything to put the Yoda's lightsaber on. So, let's just do this. Claim. Choose a card in the resource. We don't want to resource Anakin. I'm starting to wonder if this whole, like, trying to revolve things around the daughter healing you is just fanciful thinking and magical Christmas land, as they like to call it in a different TCG. Claim the initiative. Yeah, there's some Chimera. Okay. So things are looking less good for home one here. And less good for us. Here comes the power of the dark side. No glory, only results. Should have guessed. Yep. 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 That's game. Okay. We are up to 9 losses with Avar Blue. Okay. We've got to eventually be able to win one game. I would hope. I mean, I beat my kids with this deck all the time, but they're kids, so. They are good players, though. I'm really impressed. They're 10 and 7. They do really well. The 10-year-old's really getting there, and the 8-year-old, or the 7-year, almost 8-year-old is too. They're both getting to be pretty darn good players, and it is a wonderful thing that I get to enjoy this lovely game with them. I do think we mulligan that. Choose a card. So let's resource an Anakin, and let's resource a Chiru. Who cares? Okay, turn 1. We'll play an Owen, and they play Valley. What does he do? You may defeat an experience token on a friendly unit if you do give an experience token to a friendly unit. Okay, so this is some sort of weird Palpatine, or Snoke, whatever that ding dong's name is. Okay, so here's our power. I think we just resource the daughter, to be honest. Knights of Ren. Not much we can do with that, so let's just some damage on the base if we can. Let's meditate. use for the force yet, but man, kind of want to keep the constructed lightsaber so I can stick it on Anakin. I don't think Grogu's the answer here. Yeah, I think we get Kelleran. Uh, let's Shatterpoint use the Force to get rid of the Knights of Ren. Although I have a feeling this guy's the problem. Claim initiative. Mystic. Okay, so we have some options here for things we can do. So let's actually. It's Mystic Reflection. Let's play Blue Leader. Confirm triggers. Yes. Hmm. Yep. Yep. Uh, Old timey Yoda has to go. Let's get the power of the dark side out there. Great. Actually, so I don't think Mystic Reflection helps us in this one. What we can do is we can do Anakin and give him -3 and him -3. I'm just dead. I'm dead. Doesn't even matter. We've got to do a serious rethink if we're gonna make Avar blue work. So I may pause the stream. Actually, I think I might just end the stream after this one and really do a hard think on what Avar blue needs to look like. Um, and and come back to play the second 10 games with just a new list. So I think, because I'm just feeling a little down about where we're at. So we're gonna end the stream here. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate those of you that tuned in and provided comments. Please like the channel. Please subscribe. Do all the things so you get notified of when we start streaming. So we'll be back here shortly with a new stream and a revamped Avar Blue.